Hello, gamers. Oh, fuck. Hello, gamers. Are we gaming? Do we feel like gaming? If you had gaming, I see them mad to work to ultimate. You gotta start off. You got every. It's a joke that like is purely a joke for me and like no one else. I find it funny. The traditional, like a tradition of fucking doing the jump scare at the start of every stream. I just think it's funny. Hello, Dean. Folk at night. Yeah, it's either a really late or a very early stream, depending on where you are in the world. It's one of the two. But that's okay. Dean. Say hello to Dean. Yeah, man. Like, see his eye yolks, man. Yeah. Anyway, Dean is here, being a happy little boy. Even though he's like, I guess he's like middle age for a cat. He's 12. Dean's like me. He looks younger, but he's actually old. Me and Dean are gonna die soon. It's pretty sick. We have a suicide pact together. Yo, Spectre! It's been a long time. Alright, so I have. I see he's mocking me. Dude, Dean is a fucking good looking cat. He really is. Like, he's a pretty boy. He has the meow of, like, his meow sucks. His meow's terrible. He's very whiny. You guys don't get to hear him because he doesn't meow like loud enough for the microphone to get like to pick it up. Well, I have it set that way so that shit doesn't happen. But his meow is very like, it's like grainy and it's whiny at the same time. So he's like, nah. His meow is not pretty. His meow is not pretty. It betrays his face. What do you like, dude? You got off and now you're like asking for. I hate he does this. He does this every fucking time. He'll jump off and he's like, actually, I do want attention. I lied. Oh, do you want to leave? Okay. Well, I gotta let him out. Dean runs this show right now. 1 second. Ooh. Yeah, he wanted food. He wanted food. That's what he wanted. He was like, I'm hungry. Let me out. I want to eat. Alright, so. Today is very rare, very mystical, very epic. He made his showing and now he must away. Yeah, he was sitting on my lap like before stream started. He was chilling. And then he's like, nah, I'm good. Like what Dean does is that he'll sit on my lap and then he'll get annoyed about that and then he'll get off. And then he'll meow and walk around for a while, just kind of like screaming at me. And then he'll be like, okay, and now I'll get on again and now I'll lay down and I'll stay there. But before I do that, I need to also like just stand on your lap and then like touch your face. And then I'll lay down and then I'll like sleep there for a while and then I'll get tired of that and then I'll sleep on the floor for even longer and then I'll get up and I'll meow again and then I'll get back on your lap and we'll just like do this. And then he's like, now I'm hungry or I have to piss or take a shit. And he was like, I'm gonna meow at you in like a very weird, indistinct way where I'm gonna like walk back and forth and like jump on your lap and chill there and then jump off and meow out the door. And that's how you know I want to leave. He has this, he does this, he has his routine. He does it every time. But this is very rare stream. It's the humble Dean cycle. No, it's routine. Like if he comes back and he gets on my lap, you'll see it happen. You'll see him jump on my lap, kind of like do a thing, be like, yeah, this is cool. Never mind, fuck this. Get off, meow at me for a while, jump back on, and then touch my face. It's his routine. He has to do it. If he doesn't do it, like, you know, he'll die. But it's a very, this is a very rare, very epic, very cool asset creation stream. That's what we're doing. We're making things today. But before we get into making things today, the game has changed slightly since you guys have last seen it. Not in like a grand way. Not in a grand way at all. Not that you guys can see it. I need to start Pokemon, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. And I need to actually show you guys the thing. And wow, so gray, very epic. This is the game now, guys. We're in fucking Greytown. Welcome to London, motherfucker. All right, so clearly it's a very different game than how it's used to being. You know, this menu needs work. I need to actually spend some time on a menu. You've never seen this before. This is totally new. Never seen it. Love the whole drop. You've never seen this. Oh, it's Foggy Town. It actually is Foggy Town. It actually is. Oh, it is. And we're stabbing. Yeah, no, actually, that was a better joke than I actually intended it to be. So it looks ever so slightly different. Now, one of the key things that you'll notice is that how the people move if we follow them for a little while. You'll notice that they move a little differently. Maybe. This is the wrong group to follow. I really wanted this to be a good example, and this was not these were not the guys to do it with, I guess. The people going west were, yeah, these guys suck, actually. You notice the Revenant is actually like his green self, so that's pretty sick. Good for the Revenant. Love that for him. Very cool. Oh, there they go. Okay, you'll notice it here now. All right, you'll notice that they love their 90-degree angles. No more diagonals in this game. They'll never move in a diagonal pattern. And the reason I did that is because we have hard corners. And so if you're here and you want to go, you're here and you want to go there, you're going to smoosh your face against the corner and maybe that'll fuck shit up. And so I just, the way that you get around that is the way that I was connecting the points, okay? You can imagine like you're here, all right? Is that I was connecting the points by literally going like, oh, like checking each tile here, right? In every tile around it. Now I'm connecting it in like a plus sign, if you can imagine it like that. So no more diagonals, purely plus signs. So these are connected, these are connected, these are connected, but no diagonally. So they don't like try and smush their face in the walls. Second thing, I actually, this game, get this game, my fucking weird obsession with like optimizing things was not out of place because I tested it. The shitputer test bench is here. Here it is. This is a ThinkPad T440S with 8 gigabytes of RAM, 2 cores, 4 threads, delicious, and integrated graphics. Oh, it's just such power in this fucking machine. Such power in this. This game runs at a solid 60 FPS on this thing. That's right, solid 60. And the reason for that, there was one issue that was when I first, ran it on here. That was not the case. I was running at a solid 2, right? And I was like, damn, my optimizations were clearly not good enough. The weird thing about it is it wasn't any of the 3D stuff. None of the 3D stuff was the issue. It was the dithering effect. The full screen dithering that I was doing, how it was like that was like wibbly, I would like undulate back and forth. That shader apparently wreaked havoc on integrated graphics. It could not fucking handle it. It was like, fuck this. Terrible for that. So either I get rid of it, and you'll notice it's not on here right now. Some full screen, some yeah. I didn't realize that at the time, so I was like, oh, damn. but I went through like a whole rigmarole of like other shit first, because I'm like, surely like, you know, the 3D stuff would be like more impactful, but no. So having gotten rid of that effect, full 60, no issue, boom. It was a fragment shader? It was, yeah. So I was running on every pixel and I was doing some fucked math. The shader was ass. Like, the way that it's written was not good. I'm not like gonna be like, oh yeah, it was a good shader. No, it was bad. And probably extraordinarily inefficient. Because that shader was made probably over a year ago. No, actually, definitely over a year ago. I made that shit when I was still in college. That was probably like a year and a half ago. It was not written well, so it was like all the growth in terms of like my ability that you've seen me go through now. Imagine like way less of that. It was when that shader was written, so it was doo-doo ass. So like definitely I could make a better one now, probably, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Point is, didn't know that was a thing, but that was a thing. So other things that have changed, because while I was like on that rigmarole, the witch be smooshing around. No, yeah, where? Oh, did they get stuck on like my character? Anyway, look, the golem pissed himself in that one corner. It was from a time before time. Yeah, well, I mean, like I have projects that, like, believe it or not, this is like me doing this was not the first time I've like made a game. I think the first game I made was in like 4th grade on a cracked version of Game Maker. At least that's the first one I can remember. I did some other shit as well. Like I found a really esoteric point and click adventure game maker program thing that I couldn't even fucking recall what the hell that shit was. It was terrible. It was really bad, and it was like the most basic thing known to man. It was terrible. It was a really terrible piece of software. Wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole now, but it was a thing that I used. So like there's time. It's not my first thing, but like definitely like the most serious game I've ever made is this one for sure, 100%. Oh, the hold up. So we gotta make the icons. So instead of like a happy face that shoots up there, we gotta draw like a brain and some other shit. So that's what we're gonna do today, mostly. But so I have good numbers, and I have bad numbers. Oh, peckish man, how tall you are. I have good numbers and I have bad numbers. Good numbers, okay? You'll notice this. You'll be like, wow, that's actually like really small numbers, and I'll be like, yeah, they are teeny tiny. First off, like with the fog right now, that mini map is needed. The mini map is like necessary with this. We'll see how much that affects the how well it runs on the ThinkPad, but we'll worry about that when we get there. So good numbers and bad numbers, okay? Good numbers. We'll start with the good ones first. And I only realized the bad numbers right before like streaming. I saw them like right before. Good numbers. Where they at? Rastic. Okay. Draw calls. 54. If you know anything about like graphics and games, 54 is fucking minuscule. That is a microscopic amount of draw calls. That is absolutely teeny tiny, can barely see it, a speck, right? So small. I did a good job on that. Only 54, yeah. Only 54. Because I did a good job. I'm proud of that number. Secondly, this is how many triangles are being drawn. Triangles. So 24,000. If you know graphics cards, you understand that like even like older graphics cards handle like millions of triangles. Hands down, easy. Like that is light work, right? Millions. We're at 24,000. Pretty fucking solid numbers. And the total objects drawn, 60. Barely good. And these are without, and the reason why 60 is so high, PS1 GPU can handle 60K tries. Yeah. Tiny. I got this shit down to be absolutely teeny. And it looks okay. So, well, I mean, I say okay. I'm going for a specific aesthetic. I might as well get the performance benefits of going for the aesthetic. I hate that shit. It genuinely bothers me when people do like retro aesthetic stuff and then there's no performance benefits from it at all. It's just like, it's like nothing. Making Godot shaders is gonna be one of my next learning hurdles. Yeah, it's different from normal GLSL. It's very similar, but like some things are like different. There's some weird like bullshit with it, and I always forget. And I don't know shaders like at all. I fucked with them a little bit years ago, and I never all of that memory is gone. So I had to go and learn a lot of it again. Oh, wiggly. Secondly, one of the reasons why we got this shit so down is because the floor is no longer an actual model. It is now literally a quad. It is just a plane. Because I was like, what's the point of having this be like basically a cube? It had 6 faces. It was just like squished and like pushed in to be like, oh, tiles. And I was like, why have that? I'm like, so many faces for like literally shit that you can't see. So I was like, whatever, plane, boom, looks the same. Literally nothing, like you can't tell, I can't tell. Who cares? Sometimes the seams rip, that's okay, it's whatever. Now, those are our good numbers. We have some bad numbers. We have bad numbers. Orphan nodes, 1,000 and growing. This is not good. This is quite bad. This is quite bad. An orphan node means that it's not going to get cleared because it's using C#, right? So it will, what's the word for it? Garbage collect? That's not good. That's bad. That means that's a memory leak. That means it'll keep using more and more memory as time goes on. And then your computer will crash. You want 0 orphan nodes, period. Straight up. And you know what? It gets worse. It gets worse, and I'll show you why. First off, I don't even know if I'm gonna find the Teke. Shit. I gotta kill her, else I can't show it to you. I guess I could just restart the game, but yeah, landmarkers are gonna be fun. Oh, did I find them? No. I just saw white and was like, oh, what do I do? Memory leak bad monkey. Don't like memory leak. Memory leak very bad. And I only noticed that right before streaming. I'm talking like 2 minutes before I started stream. Carrot, it's been like 12 years. It's been 84 years. So we probably won't fuck with the memory leak today. We'll see if we get there. My asset creation abilities are incredibly slow. So I imagine that's going to take like 12 years. But it gets worse. The memory leak gets much worse, okay? And I'll show it to you right now. All right, because we'll do a before and after, okay? The orphan nodes, man, damn, we're already at 5? What the I dropped the ball on this one hard. God damn. And this just keeps growing. I fucked up some shit in a very bad way. This is embarrassingly terrible. It's a good thing I noticed it, but like, yuck. Embarrassing, shameful, really. Shameful. So we're at 5. It's about to get much worse. All right, you ready for this? Ready for this heinous crap you're about to see? You're gonna puke, all right? So like, get your bucket ready. You're gonna need your bucket nearby. You're gonna vom. All right, I hope you have your bucket. Hope your bucket's nearby. 200. Immediately. Oh, Dean wants back in. I don't even know which one, like, I gotta kill. This could be like one of like 5 dudes. All the dudes I haven't made a spinning guy for. All right, they're dead. All right, hold on. Dean wants back in. Give me a second. Oh. Oh. Yeah, you licking your lips, you hungry boy? Unitary said yes. Objects should not be growing like that. It adds up. Yes, agreed. It is something that needs to be handled. It is the next thing to do after making assets, because that's just what I plan to do tonight. is make assets. But I saw that right before starting stream, and I was like, ah, damn. All this work I put in to have it run on the ThinkPad, but if I left it open, the ThinkPad would blow up. It was unfortunate, but it's good that I caught it, and I'll have to keep an eye on it going forward, because that is truly fucking heinous. It's incredibly heinous. Dudes, when they're worried about premature optimization, well, I mean, to be fair, it runs on minimal hardware. It's just a question of how long. Hi, Dean. Meow meow. Come on. Dean's back. The game runs a solid 60 FPS for a solid 120 frames. Yes. No, it runs at a solid 60 for quite a while. I haven't tested to see how long it would run. But I guess that is the thing I could do. Anyway, Dean's here. Meow meow. He's our moral support. But it gets worse. Every time we start a level, it'll grow by like 700. Can it run on my 4GB RAM DDR4? Yeah. No, actually, yes. Genuinely, yes. It runs on DDR3. It runs on a 700 megs of DDR3. It literally runs on this doo-doo dog shit computer. Genuinely, yes. It's not even a joke. Listen, science is not about why, it's about why not. So start the damn thing. You want us to know? Okay, hold on. That's crazy work. Listen, I was optimizing to be, you know how much I got? I got this computer on an eBay auction for like 50 bucks. I want the hardware requirements for this game to be as low as possible. I don't want it to be like, to be high. I don't feel like it shouldn't be. I can prove it though. It does run. I don't know, like, obviously you're gonna see it in like however many FPS actually shows up, but like, you know, it's the same shit that it's always been. Bop, 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 bop. This is a slightly different version of the game. You'll notice that there's no shading here, but like, oh man. This is a mildly different version. This is less optimized than the one that than the one I'm showing on screen, actually. Slightly less. I know you can't fucking see it, but like, you can at least like get a rough idea for the frame rate. It runs at the same thing. Good old 60. You can make a hell of a pewter from this if you invested some money. I've seen some dudes make crazy custom portables from these things. Yeah. You could. It's possible. But its role is as like a really crappy, like that's like my target. As my target. What the fuck is the word for it? Target specs? It's target machine? I don't fucking remember the word for it. But that's, if it runs on that, I've done a good job. If it doesn't run on that, I have to rethink it. That's its purpose. It lets me know if I fucked up majorly. Because I didn't realize I fucked up majorly with the on-screen shader until I, you know, ran it on that computer and it like was like and trying to kill itself, and I was like, oh no. All right, watch like All right, it gets worse though. Check this out. It'll go up by like several hundred. Target hardware, that's the one. That's the one. This is my target hardware. Is that T440S ThinkPad. A true beast of a machine, an absolute powerhouse of a computer. The United States military wishes they had 700 of them strung together. But little do they know. Oh, we killed them. Yay, wow. All right. 770. Don't worry about this. Immediately to 1,000. Right up there. Nasty. Nasty as fuck. So we have good numbers and we have bad numbers. What the fuck? There it goes. I don't even know what the... That's a real issue. That's genuinely an issue. I wonder if they're the states. Like what's climbing now is the states that's going on. At the sound each time you start to. Yeah. So there's stuff that happens when I start the level, and there's stuff that happens when I don't start the level. The good news is that there is a function that literally prints like where the orphan, like what the orphans are and where they're being like the scripts that are calling them. So tracking them down and getting them like done, like fixing this issue is less of a headache than it might otherwise be without that function. We'll see how bad that like ends up actually being, but it's something for another time. I just wanted to be like, hey, look, we got bad news and we got good news. Good news is runs on doo-doo PC. Runs on shit top, all right? Runs on that perfectly fine, no worries. And what the funny thing is, I checked this, okay? This computer, this is if you believe Google's overview, the AI overview about like the specs of a fucking fridge, but this has like better and also worse specs than AI overview's belief of what the specs of a smart fridge is. So there's potential for a really good joke. There's potential for a very funny joke. If someone's out there has access to a smart fridge, I have a game that will blow it up. I have a game that will explode it. It'll run for about 2 seconds and then it'll die as it uses up all 2 gigabytes of your fucking fridge's RAM. Crazy shit, dude. Crazy shit. It'll be very funny though. Could you imagine? I would laugh. I would chuckle. I would chortle even if we could get this. If it actually did end up running on a smart fridge. Obviously I'd have to do this first, but I'm Sovieting my refrigerator. What does that even mean? Let's see what Yuna's on the floor now. Eventually he's gonna get up and meow at me and demand to be back on my lap. It's a pretty cool thing that he does. Look, it keeps growing. Wow. Very epic. I gotta fix these. This is important. It's an old refrigerator. Yeah, I meant like Sovieting. I don't know what that means in this context. Anyway, so that's our good news and that's our bad news. So we get to now actually go and I guess we could do, I guess PS1 gaming might be might be the right thing for this. Since we're gonna be looking at, oh, this is gonna be so annoying. It's not a refrigerator, it's from the Soviet era. Oh, yeah, I don't think it'll run this, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, that's just not correct. Oh, that's literally my desktop. That's fun. So what I'm trying to do is like, I have an art program. What that? Oh, it's literally my desktop. That's incredibly bizarre. I don't think it would run on my fridge. It doesn't have a screen, but I can put stuff on it. Put stuff in it to cool it. Yeah, I think we would need a smart fridge. Is it unknown? Oh, it is unknown. Okay. Okay. So in OBS, this window apparently is labeled unknown. That's the title of this thing. That's cool. That's awesome. So I use a program for pixel art called ProMotion NG. I don't know why it's called that. But that is what it's called. But it's really good. It's genuinely a very, very good piece of software. The only issue is that it has like the shittiest documentation known to man. and it's very complicated. The Motion is Pro. Apparently, I don't know what NG means. In my head, it just means like Newgrounds, like Oni NG. To me, that's all that it stands for. So I use that. I recommend it. It's a good piece of software, but like you guys can't see what like any of the windows, because it's one of those programs that does like windows within windows. So it's actually like a program that is composed of like 15 different windows. So trying to like actually like show the whole thing is damn near impossible. Annoying as fuck. I've never heard of that in my life. Yeah, everyone uses like what's it called? Acebright. Yeah, Acebright. I'll be real. My opinion of Acebright is that it's kind of doo-doo. I like Acebright. I compile it myself till I can afford to throw them $20. Yeah. I like this one because you can you buy it once and you get it in 2 different forms. You get the version of it that is like a solo executable download, not on Steam, so you can have it like offline. And then you can like email them and be like, can I get the Steam version as well? Here's like the thing that I paid for, the little thing. Gives you like a file as a key instead of like a string of numbers. It's a file, weirdly enough, and you give them that, and then they're like, oh yeah. I'm never paying for it. I refuse to pull out the card. That's totally fair. I just don't like, between Acebright and Pixelorama, like I don't see like they're like Pixelorama does like the same shit. And the UI is less infuriating. Anyway, so we're making things today. We're like doing things. I need to find Pubert. It's been so long since Pubert has been around. Is it stat modifiers? No, actually, you know what we need? Component stats. That's what I need to have open. That way I have like intelligence, muscle, style, charm, all that shit. I donated 10 years to Hyperland today. I feel like they deserve some donation after I've been using their software for like 3 years now. Hell yeah. So we're making icons today. That's what we're doing. Yeah. We get to make icons for all the different stats. So that way, instead of having a little smiley face fly up from our dude, it's instead, the correct stat along with an up dude or a down dude. Damn, Dean's cute. No, Hyperland's great. I used Hyperland. It sucks that Hyperland isn't a thing that you can use on Void. It doesn't exist. The music just dramatically paused when you put, really? Oh, you know what? It's because yeah, I know why. Here. It's how I have the thing set up. Copy. I have it set up so that either I have it muted or no, I just have it like not here. There. Music is back. The real donation is paying for WinRAR. WinRAR's whole marketing strategy is like, if you're a company, you'll pay for it, but otherwise you won't. And then it's just like spreads through word of mouth. So like everyone knows WinRAR, but only the companies have to pay for it. But like, then it's like in the ecosystem and people use it more. It's kind of smart in a way. I gotta stop the scene switcher so I can actually pull up the list. Anyway, the first thing that we have to do is updo and downdo. So I don't know where the middle of this is. It's 32 pixels wide though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it should be these two. Roughly speaking, and then we'll see how far this goes down to like half. And that's okay. That's fine. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. I feel like we went, oh no. Oh no, I got that right, cool. So you guys can't see this, but draw a bigger grid behind this so it's easier to see. I mean, I think I might be able to get the grid to be bigger. Adjust zoom grid. Grid line color. Oh. All right, that should be easier for you guys to see now. It's not aligned with the pixels right now. It's just not gonna be. The background grid isn't, like, the background grid is static. But yeah, it isn't aligned, but I don't know. I don't care. That you're just gonna have to, you're gonna have to live with that, I guess. It is, I'm not gonna, I don't care enough to fuck with it. I'm sure I could, like, figure out a way, but I don't, man. Yeah, you're just gonna have to, you'll have to live with it for now. And then pro tip, dudes. Okay, ready for this? Make it a slightly shittier green. Then we get our light green back. Whoa. We love pillow shading. Pillow shading fucking rules. Pillow shading's the shit. Fuck. Damn it. Wow. That's awesome. I meant it for you. It's gonna be easier to draw, maybe. I don't care enough. Very epic. Wow. Cool dude. Very epic dude. And then we're just gonna steal our own work. Because we're criminals. Like this one. Bop. Oh, we're gonna have to rotate it as well. Nope. Shit, what's like bluer on the wheel from red? Orange. So brown? It'd be cool if I knew color theory, but I kind of don't, so I'm just gonna go with that darker red and call it good. You can make it shaped like the Japanese symbol for beginners. This sounds hard. I don't know that shape. Very cool, very epic. 2 arrows. Truly, I am brilliant. How do I rotate? I just want to rotate in this software. Google it. Okay. Japanese symbol for beginners. Oh, it's the it looks like a shield. The Shoshinsha, also called the Wakaba mark or sprout mark. I'll be real, it looks like a shield, not much like a sprout. A promotion NG how to rotate selection. There's definitely, like, there's a way to do it. Turn the selection into a floating brush or use the transform via the edit menu. Hell yeah, dude. Epic. Upvote, downvote. Now we can pretend we're Reddit. Guys, the world is looking up. Just use a palette that someone that knows color theory made. Actually, the palette that I use is made by local viewer Egg. Or Oof. Egg made the palette. Because you do art and shit. And I was like, can you make a palette? And they were like, okay. Reddit? Oh, dude, I hate Reddit. I hate Reddit a lot. I've never had any good experience with Reddit. So anyway, so intelligence and muscle are the two first ones. Yo, wait, I feel like if you made it 1 pixel rotated offset, it would give it more character. I think it also might piss people off, which is funny. So, like, regardless, I'm down. There's so much stuff that I would want to do for my game that literally is just because I think it's funny, partially because it's annoying. Transform, rotate. Why not? What? You lied to me. Edit, transform, rotate. Oh, there it is. Just off by 1. just slightly off, and not the up arrow. Just this one. Just this one is just slightly crooked. Perfect. It couldn't be better. There's nothing wrong with it. Just gaslight anyone who says, like, your arrow, you rotated it wrong. What are you talking about? It's a perfectly straight line, look. Straight. Yeah, Reddit is unironically one of the most toxic communities as a whole, except like small enclaves of actual decent human beings. Reddit makes people hate each other. Reddit is the biggest, like, example of prejudice against literally everybody while screaming virtue. That's as straight as it gets. Hard. Yeah, that's a straight line. I don't know what you mean. These are like, yeah. Like this guy, he goes to the cool country bars. He's straight as fuck. Math too. Yeah, it's like that iCarly episode where they teach that kid Durfee 7 or whatever the fuck. That's this guy. Everybody hates everybody, I guess. Yeah, pretty much. Never will you meet someone as prejudiced as someone who says that they are the most virtuous. That is a general rule of life. Like whew, careful of those guys. They are full of hate. They just think it's righteous. There's a quote about that. It's the path to hell was paved by people. I'm getting the quote wrong, but it's so true. It's so accurate, especially like in today. The path to hell was paved with good intentions, but there's a different quote with like, where like people who believe they're righteous like will do like the worst shit. Like every time. Quote saying people do the worst things when they believe it's righteous. And it uses the word righteous specifically, I swear to God. The famous quote is, to do evil, a human being must first believe that what he's doing is good. More or less. It's a pattern, it's an old one. People before me have noticed it. It's how that should go. They're doing the right thing. You just don't get it. You just don't believe it. Anyway, we're making a brain. Want an African proverb? Hell yeah, dude. Tell me about Yakub. What does Yakub have to say about this kind of stuff? That reminds me of a quote by Dietrich Bonhoeffer on stupidity. You should read it. You should post it. It'd be easier to read it if you posted it in chat. I'm just saying. So we make like a kidney bean. That's the first step to drawing a brain, is you make like a little kidney bean. As I desperately try to hide the fact that I don't quite remember the shape of a brain. And then there's like a little brain stem bit here. And then there's like a little fucked up bit. Oh, it's the same color. A little fucked up bit like back here. And if I recall, that is the rough shape of a brain. More or less. I don't know, I should Google a picture of a brain. See how close I am. I just remember there's like 3 distinct like blobby bits where like this guy like looks like gills almost. Something like that. Brain icon. Oh, I was close actually. They draw it as like, oh, it's kind of like flat. It's like whoosh. Instead of it being like. Oh, it's got like a little. Like juts out there and then kind of like does a curve. So yeah, kind of like that, I guess. Something of the sort. It's really, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. That's true, more or less. Against stupidity, we are defenseless. Neither protest nor the use of force, Jesus Christ, accomplish anything here. Reasons fall on deaf ears. Facts that contradict one's prejudgment simply need not be believed in. Yeah. There's apparently a really good test to see if someone's like actually brain dead, like on a fundamental level. Conditional hypotheticals, apparently, like if you ask someone with like a genuinely like a low IQ, a conditional hypothetical, they just like can't. Which is like, oh, how would you feel if you didn't eat breakfast today? You'll get answers like, yeah, but I did though. And it's like, yeah, but like, how would you feel if you didn't? But I did. You'll get shit like that. So if you ever want to know if someone's like actually like brain dead, just ask them that. Pro tip. Ask them if they play Brawlhalla. Only play Brawlhalla if you're inebriated. That's how you have a good time. That kind of lines up with my experience. Yeah. Apparently they like low IQ literally like is like they cannot handle it. A conditional hypothetical. This is not bad as like brains go for like just kind of like shoving shit together. It's not bad. I'm just gonna like give it squiggly bits. I gotta look. So like they kind of like all the squiggly bits kind of like. They kind of do like a fractal-y thing. I'm not looking at like real brains because I kind of don't care to. I don't really want to look at real brains. Believe it or not, I don't actually like. I don't do well with gore in most cases. Crazy, I know. What if they don't eat breakfast? But they did though. But they did. You don't get it. But they did though. Like you're not. I don't think you. I don't think you understand. But they did though. We are drawing ourselves right now. In a sense, yeah, actually. So they kind of like, yeah. Oop, bop. God, I need to, I very much need to solve. It's such a good, it'd be so funny. I just like had like 15 starts of a sentence and then like meandered off. Good lord. Finally, a self-portrait on a stream, yeah. What I need to do is draw Dean's brain now. I should put Dean in the game somewhere. I should hide him. There's like a little Easter egg. There's just my cat. Brain is the best organ, the brain. Yeah, it's also I'm a bit of a masochist because the brain tissue can't actually feel pain. So when you have a headache, it's literally just like your brain hurting itself. It's pretty sick. Yeah, fun fact. Your brain's like, I'm in pain now. Why? I said so. Stop it. No. That's how that shit goes. Alright, now we need like some dark to go along with the light bits, you know, get some shading in there. Obviously, like, if I really wanted to, like, go proper shading on this, I would do a little thing here and then have this, you know, some gradient, but, like, I don't care. There's too many to do. The stream will, like, actually, like, I won't finish if I try and make everything, like, the highest fidelity possible. You can tell it's a brain, so mission accomplished on that front. I'm in pain now, yeah, yeah. Straight up, that is how you, that's how that shit goes when you have a headache. You're like, it's time to hurt. Make a line that splits it in 2 parts. I probably should. I should do, like a squiggle that, like, kind of does that. Grab, like, the squiggle, let's do a little bit of dividing work. Pro tip, guys, outline your stuff in like the darker version of whatever color you're using. It makes it look nicer without having like the cartoonish one where you without having like this. Big difference. Small things though. Then we have this bit, so like a darker version of that. This one I know this one has like this one has like the texture of like straight lines. And that's all all the straight lines I can fit there. So did you stream with the button? No, I haven't seen him. He hasn't come back. I don't know where he's at. Wrong. You guys can't see, but I have like a limited palette that I'm working with. I don't think any of them are going to be quite correct. It'll just have to, you know, be close enough, more or less. It's not terrible. Like, you can tell what that is. This is a bit too... It's a bit, you know, it's a, oh, what's the word for it? Saturated? I don't have a better, I guess that's better. That might work. Yeah. It does a bit of double duty, I guess. But you can, it's, if I do one of these, now these appear different because of like what they're compared to color-wise. Looks a bit like Postal. That's honestly a compliment. I fuck with Postal heavy. I haven't played Postal, but I really should. There you go, there's intelligence. There's your kind of gross brain. Oh, it's so weird looking at the colors on OBS versus what I'm looking at. It's just ever so slightly different. It looks a bit more like this pink looks a bit orangey when I zoom out. It's a bit more orange on but that might just be different to my monitor, because that monitor over there is old and this one's like more new. I should throw it on the CRT. Actually, I should turn off the CRT to prevent burn-in. What will the brain be used for? I can show you actually. Oh, memory leak, my beloved. Oh, you guys couldn't see it, hold on. The brain, I don't think I chose any, but I think I just went for Banshee. The brain is the icon for intelligence. I know the color of the top of her fucking head. I know if we follow along here, we'll see a smiley. Oh my god. We'll see a smiley face. Yep, there it is, right? So that is how you know what stat you're supposed to increase. So if we scroll up, you'll see it say should display raise etiquette icon. So we're gonna need to have like some, I guess you guys can't read this, but it says raise etiquette icon. So that little smiley face would be replaced with a up arrow. It'll be replaced with an up arrow and whatever the etiquette icon would be. But then you'll have stuff like lower intel, like your love interest wants you to be dumber, so lower intelligence. So last time I tuned in, the game had static isometric trend. I just decided to change the camera angle. It was the camera angle is currently a result of an accident and how the game ended up happening. It's a result of I ended up using instantiation in a different way, and then the camera like reset itself in a sense. And at first, so we actually have two different types of camera, because we have the outdoor camera, but we also have a first-person camera as well. So when you're inside rooms and buildings where you're not going to be like trying to kill people, it's first person. But when you go to town, then it's third person. And the reason why is it happened by accident the first time, but it looked better. Most of her accents, I'm definitively, like, my mom was not shy about that. She was like, yeah, you were. And I was like, cool. Nice. So it was a result of an accident, but it just looked better. And I was like, well, I'm partial to the static isometric kind of camera look, but it does look better. It does look better. So I'll go with it. I'll roll with it. And I figure that if I'm gonna have isometric camera, or not isometric, the third person camera here, having to deal with that in buildings would suck. So it makes more sense to use first person inside tight closed off spaces like that. And you're not gonna be like killing people there anyway. And I could still have fixed point perspective cameras as well. That's not like thrown out the window. I can still do that if I really want to. So we have all of our options, so it's all good. But in general, yeah. Got him. Mom told me I was an accent, but I looked at me and said I look good and I'm not. I don't know. No, my mom's a hippie, so like, she's just like, yeah, I don't know, it is what it is. I don't know what OTS means, but the camera, yeah, it looks better. Like, it does. Like, you know, autistically, I want to be like, but I like the camera that like this. But, you know, I can recognize when something is better. Over the shoulder, yeah. It's slightly, I'm like slowly becoming, it was the first step, I think, it's the first thing that I've done that made me go like, oh, I'm slightly closer to actually being like Yandere Simulator. Oh well. I guess it's not over the shoulder specific, but that's what I call it. Yeah, I mean, it's just like generic third person is what I would call it, but I guess something like that. Would that be third person? That's what I would call it, but I don't know. I don't think it matters too much. Anyway, we have brain. We need strength now, so if I was a braver man, I would choose a very specific icon. But I'm not. I'm a weak pussy bitch. Unfortunately. Take a picture of your bicep and task it. That'd be very funny. No, I should can't say that. Never mind. That was a joke for me. Oh, you guys can't see it. God damn it. Haha, I almost fucked up. Gotta love internal jokes that are for you and for you only. Listen, if you guys found it funny, it would be a good joke. However, that was not something you can say online. There's a lot of shit that I will say, but like, not that one. Over the shoulder, I'd say is in like, yeah, I would say over the shoulder is more like Gears of War. Make it a thin arm with a U-shaped bump. Yeah, like a SpongeBob. That's the icon, guys. What do you think? What do you think about that? Good? Epic? Awesome? Amazing? First off, obviously the fist has got to be green. It's Shrek, you know? I don't know, it's just like 0. I'm pretty sure that's 1. Production ain't true. Best icon in the texture so far. Yeah. Oh, brain. Straightest lines known to man. This brings me joy. Thank you for suggesting the fucked up arrow. I mean, straight as fuck arrow. I look at that and I go, it's one of those times you look at it and you're like, it's straight unless you're gay. Egg is gonna see this and bleed his eyes out, her eyes out. Egg is a woman. Think. I have no confirmation about that. I'm so angry. This like arrow at first, now it's growing on me. Yes, see, you slowly realize that it's funny. You're like, oh wait a minute, actually, that's actually awesome. I just realized that shit rules. So that's like a shoulder, I guess, but that's shoulder shouldn't be. This will be bicep and then forearm. No. Hold on, I'm like mapping this out in my own head. Yeah, believe it or not, I have actually, I don't know how to draw. I've never actually like trained or tried to like learn. All that I have is like pure talent, and talent does not outweigh the hard work. So I can only do so much. Then we're gonna have a gross piss tank top. It's a tank top. Shh, it's a tank top. Um, this needs to be more square. Fuck, shit, no! There's only so much I can do with outlines now. I need to like do, I guess the word for it is rendering. To me, I put in lines to show form. Hold on, pixel perfect. Oh, amazing. Would you believe I've seen arms before? Looks like a bubble bass. A bicep for what? Strength. The strength icon. Shoulder goes over the bicep a bit from these angles, so you were good. In my country, we call these wife beaters. I mean, I'm from the United States as well, so like growing up, I always heard them called wife beaters, but then I was like, I don't like that. All right, so this needs to be like. Now everyone's favorite, the hand. There's a bit of a deformity, so don't be mean. Yeah, it's if Monkey D. Luffy became green, you know? It's good. And we just, add a few tendons. Yeah, this is, this is good. Muscle mental. The fist is so fucked up. Wow, that actually improved it. Removing improved. Yeah, what can I say? I don't actually know how to draw. I'm going based on pure talent. And I'm not very talented, so you know, it is what it is. I don't know if you watch It's Always Sunny, but it reminds me of a joke in that show. I know of it, but I don't think they're gonna fix it. No, it will, trust. Dean is loafed up. Hello, Dean. He's not like, he's not in his weird, like, lima bean state anymore. He's actually, like, fucking pixel perfect. This is a perfect arm. This is what hands look like. Until you get a good method. What happened to your wrist? It's like, have you ever seen that picture of like, it's like human, like they made a human, if their like physiology was like made, like evolved to survive car crashes, and it's like this awful fucked up thing. This is what it would be like if your body was like made to just like be a pugilist and nothing else. Your wrist just fuses with your hand, and so you can't move it anymore, so you can just like punch really good. You can probably lift 350 kilograms. Something like that. Oh, by the way, I'm drinking the big monster. I know that picture? Yeah, it's that one where it's like really, he has like no neck. It's like it's like in his shoulder, like, what is it, the clavicle? The like space between where your shoulder blades kind of go like, not the like the sternum, and then the fuck, what are those called? The bones here that go right here, like, and then they like do a little dip. Fuck, collarbone. Jesus Christ. Like it's in the space between like the collarbone and like the shoulder, like that, those bones, right? They're like, the neck is just like in there. Yeah. He's a cutie pie. He's a real looker, that one. Pull up that picture for reference. Yeah, you know what I'll do here. Look here. What would human look like if made to survive car crash? God, he's so cute. He's oh, he's adorable. Here, hold on. Turn that open. Okay. All right. New character? Fuck no. No, this guy's a freak. God damn it. This guy's a freak, dude. If humans were made to survive car crash. Yeah, that's him right there, man. Yeah, but so imagine this, but like you're just made to punch, and that's. Yeah, he's a real looker. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, hold on. You look at me for attention, then refuse it with all. You absolute buffoon. Will you add grandma? No. No. We just have to crash cars for 1,000 more years, 100,000. Yeah, something like that. Grandma, when she says you're handsome versus what you actually look like, listen, you're handsome to her, but she's also blind, so. You know. Anyway, Dean's back. And yeah. Alright. Fun fact, Dean always stabs my fucking fingers when I do that, because I'll hold his paws with like just my fingers. I'm not like holding them, he's just like perched on my fucking fingers. And then he'll fucking knead them, and then he'll claw my hand. Pretty sick. He's cool like that. Dean's real awesome like that, so yeah, there you go. There, you know, now it's, his hand is backwards, I just realized. Unless, like, this is, like, he's facing that way. It's the best arrow I've ever drawn in my life. Like, if we're looking at his back, I guess that works. I didn't imagine that when I was drawing it, so. We'll just say that it's perfect in every possible way. It was intentional. You just didn't know. Alright, what's next? Style. Well, then his bicep is also. The icon is perfect. Any imperfection you notice is wrong. So, if you think anything is off about this, it's incorrect. Hello, Dean. And he just stares up at my immaculate. It's perfect. He's green. Maybe his arm is just like that. Yeah. Who are you to say what Green Man anatomy should be? Maybe he's backwards. You're wrong because I'm right. Also, you're blind plus ratio. Yeah. I say I'm right, and because I am the bearer of proof and truth, you know, that's how it is. So we need style. I don't know what to do for style besides like maybe a bow tie or something. Yeah. Dean has a glass of water. Glasses? Nah. This is like style, like you're fucking cool. I say we ask Dean about his opinion. Dean, what do you think would be a good icon for style? He walked away and is meowing at a trash can. Meow. Meow. Yeah, he's doing that thing where he'll just like walk around and meow. Like he will not get on my lap at all. He won't do it. He needs to like walk around and meow at random shit. And just like talks to me. He says it's trash. Hi. Like he wants attention. He just doesn't want to be on my lap where I can actually like, give it to him. And so he'll just like do anything else for like 10 minutes. Now he's walking back over to me. You're a freak, Dean. You're a freak. I'm telling you, a cool guy with glasses is the meta, but I don't want to draw a whole dude. Like a clear... I don't know if it's clear enough, but I'm not great with anatomy. Brain, sure. Can do brain. Brain, easy. Arm. Dean will do the head nod. He'll like every time you look at him, like he'll be like, he does that. He's cool like that. Nah, I can't see it. Yeah, it's perfect, dude. It's amazing. For the record, I didn't draw these ones. I drew the X. You notice that like it's good quality up until the X. I drew that one. The rest of these were drawn by another person. We'll draw 4 more eventually. So I'm not very good. Brain easy, face impossible. Can't do it. Even though he sees the ladder daily, unless. I do look in the mirror, man. Wait, I missed it. What are you drawing? What we're drawing. Okay, hold on. We'll do it again. All right, so what we're drawing. So there's a feature in the game, right? I'm gonna leave this guy here. So anytime I go back and forth, like he's just gonna be there. He's watching over us, making sure that we're safe. Let's do something easy to follow. This one is usually easy to spot. The man in the good to go. Stalking is a core feature of this game. Like it's not like a maybe I'll do it. Like stalking is mandatory. I think, yeah, I can see their wing poking out just slightly. Stalking's mandatory. So the way that stalking works is that you'll follow behind your love interest, and then every 20 seconds, if you're close enough and they can't see you, a little icon will float out of their head telling you what stat they need you to increase or decrease. Oh my god. They got run over. Yeah, that's the right one. Am I visible? Is that what it's gonna yell at me that he protects us from cars? Yeah, he's our car. Hello? Anyway, well, an icon is supposed to fucking... They got pushed out, so they... Oh my god. See, they can't really calibrate very well, which is why like I didn't have them. I don't want them going like that. So we're trying to do an after strength. We're doing style. We're doing style. Can I get my icon, please? Like the image in the wallet? He kind of does. He kind of does. You're not wrong. They're so cool the way they move like that. So epic. Well, what if it's like the stars that surround Flexing Armstrong and the diamonds? That would be pretty easy to draw. I don't know how easy it would be to see it though. Is my only concern about that one. I do know exactly what you're talking about, though. I can make them like really bright colored, like yellow and shit, though. I can see it. The ones that like, it's gonna be difficult to draw them because they go like swoosh, 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 swoosh. Gradient background, maybe. I have like a limited color palette. Yeah, getting the swooshes is gonna be like a challenge. I might just have to go for like little diamonds. Cool S for style. Or true. Something like that. These actually might be okay to do like an outline for. And then we just have to like, you know, do this like 15 times. Make like little tiny ones. Wait, right. You are only using limited alpha, so is opaque in these not going to be a thing? Well, there's no translucence. If like, there's not going to be like, I can't have anything that's like this color, but it like, you can like see through it. That's not a thing. There's only like hard cutoff opaque. You'll notice that there's this pink here. So when this gets exported, this one of the good things about this program and like is that it does this checkerboard. But when it actually exports, it becomes this horrible pink color. You can see it. I guess you guys can't see it. And if I try and draw it, it'll automatic. Like what you can do is you can choose the first color in the color palette to be alpha in this program, which is how it works in the thing that I'm doing anyway. So realistically, you guys can't see it, and I can't see it, and no one can see it, but this is actually set all of this to be this horrible pink color. Yeah. So there's no translucence, but it is, we do have like alpha. It's just like alpha is on or off. Full alpha or no alpha. Yeah. It's limited at 255. 254 technically. Well, I guess 255 technically. I'm stupid, it's okay. Worse things have happened. Shit. Gotta get a nice square going so that everyone knows we're actually secretly a nerd. Never mind, that looks like dog shit. I lied. That's not terrible. This one's acceptable. I'll take this shape. This shape's okay. Strawberry pink? No, it's magenta. It's like full magenta. Yes, get out the swooped edges. It's hard to do the swoop with like squares. It's difficult. I'd want it to be animated too if I could, but like, again, I don't like, we might get to that eventually. But definitely not today. Like, I imagine this is like, doing this will take up most of the stream today. And then we can maybe start looking at like, the orphaned nodes. What the fuck happened here? Oh, you know what we have to do? We didn't do these. These guys. Well, now we're talking. The stars evolving. Pew, pew, pew. I'm channeling my inner, like, middle school girl, drawing all these fancy star bullshits. Or like those, maybe it's younger than that. Maybe like what fucking grade were people like reading those like fairy books? You remember those things? It was like you had like these stories of these fairies specifically. Not Winx Club, but like it was like books. I saw them every time at the. I was in elementary school then. Where's the cool S? I'll hide it somewhere. I don't know how to draw the cool S. I never actually learned. It's first and something like that's gotta be right. I'm like misremembering some shit. They always had these like they had sparkles and shit though. I watched Barbie till I was 40. I watched Winx Club as a kid. This shit was fucking awesome. Would I watch it now? No. I guess I'm not a freak. I grew up and I matured, believe it or not. I watched Winx Club. Yeah, Winx Club fucking, listen, as a kid, that shit was gas. That shit rocked. But I was also that kid that was like watched SpongeBob and was like, I find this character annoying. I didn't like SpongeBob. I still don't. I'm not a big fan of, I don't like cartoons in general though, to be fair. I'm not big on like TV shows and that kind of shit. Dude, I can't hide the cool S anywhere. You know what I could do? You know what I could do is I could go here and I could try and like find no one will know. I think that's the closest I'll be able to get to the cool S. Once you grow up, you kind of get Squidward. Yeah, no, once you grow up, you do kind of look like Squidward. Look like. Yeah, it's like a tattoo. Yeah. I wonder how easy this will be to see. I guess we'll find out. Maybe we need more yellow. That's like damn near the same. That's wild. Alright, after this. After style, what's next? Oh, there's one for memory. Maybe we ought to switch memory and intelligence. I guess we could like do math equations for intelligence then. Floppy disk. Oh, true. We'll get there. 2 brains. Figure it out. That's how you know if you're smart or not. If you can spot the subtle difference in the brain. There's gonna be 1 pixel. You gotta look for it. Charm is the next one. Immediately I go to like Lucky Charms and like a Clover, but like that, you know, that's like luck. That doesn't work. This is more like being suave. I probably should have like thought about ideas for like what they actually do for the icons here, but like I didn't actually write anything down or think about it at all. A rose would work. A rose is good. That is a very solid idea. I would not have come up with that. Intelligence could be a light bulb. True. That might work better. We'll switch it to like this to memory and then the other one to light bulb, I think. A vein is different from the memory. What the fuck does that mean? S for strength. Oh, so true. It's so right. Yeah, no, a rose would work. A rose would work. I don't know what we're gonna do for like cult, because cult is gonna be a thing at some point. I'm trying not to do like too much of a poppy. Meh. Meh. Yeah, hello, Dean. He's like rubbing on my leg right now. Do you want out? Is that what you want? Meow. Meow. He like grumbles too. Alien death cult. Maybe make the rose pink. Aren't roses red though? I swear roses are like red. And I do like this like circle shit. I'm not doing a good job of making a rose. Can I say I'm an artist? Well, cool. We get in a Yandere game. I mean, is this a rose? Fucking fine now. Actually looks pretty. No. I should like look at a picture of a rose, I think. Yeah. Give me a second. My cat is like. My cat either wants to hang out or he wants to leave, and it's like impossible to know which one he wants. Man. His bowl was a little empty. His bowl was a little empty, and I think he was upset by this. That's a weird rose? What do you mean? My rose isn't weird. Nah, it's pretty fucked. You know, you know what? Removing color. We're getting there. Hold on, we're getting there. Ooh, hey, there's something's happening. Something's happening with this. There's something going on here. We need different colors. There's a thing going on. I can see it. We have a spiral going on. This is good. We're doing something. I can't see it. Please draw a rose in normal red. I can't. It probably would turn out a little better than this. I see the vision. It's almost It's this bit that's fucked. I should look at a picture of a rose. I should do that maybe. Rose. Oh, you know what? They have like these little, yeah, I didn't even, yeah, okay, hold on. You gotta make it better with the edges so it doesn't look distorted. Yeah, it's got like roses they look different. They're more like, they're a different shape. They look more like this, and then they have like little bits coming off, and then they swoop back down. Then we're not gonna get like those red bits there because it's gonna be like the one it's saying. Ooh. Alright, that's our rose. I don't think we're gonna get better than that. I think that's I don't think we'll do better than that. I think that's where it is. I think that's where it is. This might sound stupid, I know it's not related, but if there's anyone here who knows about PC hardware, my water spilled on the ground and some of it went to USB port my laptop brick. I don't know what to do. Turn off your laptop, point a fan at it, leave it like that overnight. It should dry off and then you'll be good. Water doesn't damage electronic components if you don't have power going to it. So if you let it dry out, you're good. So just make sure that shit's off, point a fan at it, let that water evaporate. Should be fine. Now we need to get like a little bit more color, a little bit of color here. All right, maybe not that much color. Good amount of color. That's okay. That's decent. All right, we got our rose. Beautiful. The world's most anatomically correct hand. Don't overcook it. Yeah, no, that was good. A little bit of color, boom, done. I think we did that. The rose is okay. If you're doing a Yandere Sim game, remember to use long chains of if-else statements everywhere and stuff. See, no, listen, you're not thinking far enough ahead. You're gonna do long if-else statement chains inside of your switch statement chains. You gotta double dip. You have to like use a switch statement to then do if statement chains, to then do another switch statement chain. That's what, like, come on, use your head. Think about it. This happened like last night. I plugged it out instantly. I left the charger drying. The water didn't make contact with the laptop itself, only the charger. You should be fine. As for strength, if your shit's dry, then you should be good. I don't know why I'm asking this on a YouTube channel. I mean, shit, dude, I don't know. It's reasonable as any other place, I guess. Boom, okay. Charm, I'm gonna save it, Control S, make sure they save that shit. Shit saves so fast. You guys can't see it, but like, that shit saves so fast. Boom, saved. I wish this program would allow me to show you like the full screen of what I'm looking at, but oh well, it is what it is. All right, next thing that we need. Kindness. What the fuck? How am I gonna represent kindness? I just wanna feel the 20 FPS in my bones. Well, unfortunately for you, I made my game optimized, so it runs on a shitty computer. You can run my game on a shitty computer. Sorry. It runs too good. Right now we do have a fucking epic memory leak, so you get like, you can run it, but only for so long. Eventually your computer will shit itself. It's a feature. But until that point, it runs pretty good. You actually do, like, it actually is fairly optimized. I do need help though, genuinely. What the, like, it's kindness. Like, K-I-N-D-N-E-S. We're trying to represent kindness. Like a heart, maybe? A heart would do. It's made to play my guy, you gotta buy more RAM. No, that's so real though. It's so real though. Oh, dude. Okay, so I got two different computers, right? Two different laptops. Both from eBay. I got this one because I was the only one to bid on the auction. So I got this for like stupid cheap. I got this for like 50 bones. And then I got an even shittier computer It's even worse. It's a Dell Latitude D830. Doo-doo stinky lap. That realistically should be able to fucking play this game, but unfortunately it doesn't support OpenGL 3.3. But that is my target hardware for every game I make after this point. If it can't run on that, my shit ain't optimized enough. The name alone sounds like power. Yeah, the Dell Latitude D830. It's terrible. K95 is freaking sick. Call it a spaceship. I'm not big on like towers and shit. Or like not towers, but computers and like upgrading shit in like cases. I'm just using the same case I've had this case. It is spray painted. It looks like dog shit. It's beaten up. It's cracked. I've had it for like 15 years and I'm gonna continue using it until it falls apart. This shit though, in terms of like specs needed to run the game, this shit has 8 gigabytes of DDR3, P for strength. Yes. This shit has 8 gigabytes of DDR3, 2 cores, and integrated graphics, and my game runs at a solid 60 FPS. It does, however, have a memory leak though, so it ain't perfect. Same here. I bought my case like a couple years ago. It's almost a freaking sleeper. Yeah, I upgrade. I upgrade every decade. My old computer, I still have it. The computer that was originally in this case, I still got that thing. However, it's not this computer. This computer is in here now. It's an upgrade. Use that one tape for the leak. Huh? I upgrade every 10 years. That's how I do things. So we got a few more years. Because I made this PC in 2023. So we have like 6 more years before I update. I guess we go for a heart. We'll do a very simple one for kindness. I think heart works. If I eyeballed that perfectly, I'm gonna be... I might have eyeballed that perfectly. I'm actually goated. I'm actually just so fucking good at what I do. Oh, shit. I'm fucking balling. Yeah, okay, we almost had it. We were almost cool. Part of me wants to just keep it just like... Part of me wants it. Oh my god. Can these art pass from Minecraft to RuneScape pixel art? No, dude, the fun thing about RuneScape's like items is they're actually 3D models. So they're not even pixel art. They're models in the in your inventory. This is good. This is what a heart looks like. This game survived the Yandere. No, next game would be an actual like original IP. Trust me, I have like a lore for it already. It's been like decided for over a year at this point. Red Arrow V2, yeah. Can you tell which icons were made by someone who can draw versus someone who can't draw? It's really hard to tell. Who knows? Which were made by an artist and which was made by some fucking guy. Oh, it's impossible. Couldn't tell you. The rose actually came out the best one so far. Weirdly enough. Dude, why'd you choose to make, why'd you choose Yandere Sim for Simulator as the inspiration? Literally just because I thought it would be funny. I just thought it would be funny, that's it. That's all that it was. My game started off as a shitpost, and it just evolved into being a more serious shitpost. That's it. there's no grand reason of like, fun fact, here's a fun fact. I've literally never played Yandere Simulator. The farthest I've ever gotten was the main menu, and then I was like, huh, it runs, nice. And then I quit. That's it, I've never played it. Not once. I've seen other people who have played it, not Markiplier, like a person in real life. My friend's ex-girlfriend, who was crazy, actual nut job, she played it. Attracting, you know, it has a specific clientele base, I guess, but can you make a Coom Chalice for the meme? No. No. Can't do that. It'd be funny, but it also, no. I'm trying to keep my game to not have sexual themes in it. By the way, for those of you who don't know, because there are new people here, trust me, bro, I can fix it. No, she drank antifreeze. No. And then she went to the hospital. She was like nuts. That's not like no exaggeration. Like actual, like genuinely crazy. He broke up with her and her. I forgot that he was there. I forgot this guy was there. So he's our safety guy. He keeps us safe. He just needs a different phrasing to pass the rating. Anyway, this is what my game looks like. It's very, you know, who do we want to love? Do we want to love the Uldra, the Lady in White, also known as La Llorona, in Mexico and many Spanish-speaking places? That's Paul. That is Paul. The Guardian returns, saves you from cars. My favorite, by the way, let it be known, Croc's favorite mythical creature so far is the Peningolin. I fuck with the Peningolin. Very cool. The lore is weird, but floating demon head woman, kinda awesome, kinda sick. Yeah, I could probably join in a live stream. I'm always working when you go live. Yeah. What time is it right now, actually? You should add the Pish Taco? What? Oh, right. I'll probably go live around this time soon, because I get up around now for before work, but my sleep schedule is always so fucked that I always end up like going back to bed. So I love stolen executables. Any resemblance to any real guy is pure coincidence. This is an OG. This is an original character. So you shut up. This is in reference to no specific individual. Could be anybody. Could be anybody. Anyway, my game looks like this. I know, crazy. Whoa. Nuts. Did you guys hear the... Who is he representing? I don't know. And right now it looks like doo-doo ass. What is your favorite yokai legend stuff? I love the, what's it called? I don't think I have it actually listed, but I should definitely make it a character. It's not Yaokai, it's, I believe it's like Arctic or, fuck. The people that live in igloos, unironically. Fuck, what are they? What is their tribe called? Fuck, I don't remember. Teka Tech is pretty cool too. I don't know many Yaokais, is the thing. Eskimos, yes. Those guys. They're the, I believe it's called the, literally it's called like the hee or some shit like that. It's like this really cold, frozen woman that just has a, fuck, I forgot what they're called. They're cool. But it's like literally called like the hee. I'm not making that up, I swear to God. It's something similar to that. But they like laugh at you and then they kill you while it's in like a blizzard, and they're laughing the whole time. They're pretty cool. Why do you drop from the sky? That's just because of where I have the player spawn at. That's all it is. Michael Jackson, hee. On God. They're real. I forgot. See if I can find them. Anyway, the game looks like this. Ba 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 booey. You can stab them. and then drag their bodies around, and it's like epic and it's awesome. And eventually they'll have more shit going on. The game is in a very like prototype stage. Kelpie will be fun thing you could catch in the fishing game. Planned, actually, believe it or not. That's the idea, is that I want there to be like, you don't... Huldra's cool too though. Oh look, there's our man in the sig bin, which you can kind of see under them. I don't know why in the 3D model like it does this. This is like only happened when you imported it into Godot. It fucked with the hat. I don't know why though. Beats me. Genie, ha. Anyway, they react to the bodies. There's like a very system like, anyway, has a kind of lost footage feel to it. Yeah, it's very like, it's visually speaking, it's inspired by PlayStation, Sega Saturn stuff. But to show you how much resources we're using, here's our memory leak. Here they are. Here it is. Oh, I love my little pet memory leak. We'll tame it eventually. Don't worry about it. But our draw calls are 53 total for the whole thing, for everything that we're seeing right now. 53 draw calls. Now 51. Now 50. And we're only drawing 20,000 triangles. Genuinely, like, we have optimized quite well, I think. Which is why I can run on a fucking doo-doo-ass ThinkPad. By the way, if you want to know the exact, half a year since I watched the first fit on this project, no, don't say that. Because we haven't got, like, it pains me how far we have not gotten. It genuinely hurts. It hurts my soul. But who knew going to C# would fuck my ass so terribly. If you want to know the exact specs of this laptop, this is the ThinkPad T440S. That is what this is. You can go look at the specs for it. Gets a 60 on that, 60 FPS. It would be like that, yeah, but I was like, oh, dude, I didn't know. I didn't realize that going to C# would like just ham fist me like that. But it did. Little did I know. Oh, memory leak. Oh, I love you. So cute. It's such a cute little memory leak. Then our objects just goes up and up. Oh, dude. It's prime programming right here. This is an issue. We need to fix this. Like, as soon as possible, this needs to be fixed. But I only learned about it, like, 10 minutes before I started streaming today, so it is what it is. What a beauty this is. Truly, it is magnificent in some ways. Very epic, very cool. All right, after kindness, what do we got? Wait, I remember something about that from your last vid, but you swapped to GD script. No, I went from GD script to C#. And then it fucking, I feel like I got to a point where I was like perpetually rewriting stuff, and it like just destroyed my time. And then I got a job, and then my time got even more like destroyed. But now that I have like the ThinkPad laptop, I need to install Void. I have Void already prepped on this. Dude, I was installing, this is like, I was installing fucking Void on the fucking Dell Latitude, alright? And I broke the hard drive. I've never heard a hard drive scream before, but I did then. So eventually I'll have to get like an SSD for it so it can live, but that can wait. I'm not gonna spend money on something I'm not using quite yet. Did you ever, if you ever want to dive into models more, would you try to get into making something like Mega Man Legends model? No, actually. I want to do, hard drives can scream. They can, apparently, and they can scream so loud that they overheat and break. So, the fuck did he do? I installed Grub. I installed Grub. That's all I did. I was going through like the Void Linux install, and I pressed enter one keystroke too early by accident because I have long the fingernails on my right hand are slightly longer than should be. The reason for that is guitar, okay? Finger style. You need a bit, you know. That shit grubbed all right. Yeah, dude. So I have long fingernails. Whoa. Right? So I typed in grub, you know, install grub, or like grub dash install, whatever the fucking command was. And instead of accidentally, okay, the right thing to type was SDB1, because that was my boot partition, my 1 gigabyte boot partition. I didn't do that. I typed in SDB and I hit enter. So it then went to install grub, I guess, and go through my entire hard drive, because I hit enter and that shit went like for like a minute, and then it stopped. And then it was like, shit's, it's not real, it doesn't exist. So the hard drive cooked itself, which is why I would need to get an SSD for it. Song of Storms. Yeah, it's the only song I know to play. I need to learn more, but I tried to sell it, but they told me no. They told me that my guitar was actually dog shit and I should fuck off. So I guess I have a guitar now. I'm gonna probably have to Facebook Marketplace it. That's kind of metal though. We guess baby drive. Well, it's like a 2.5-inch drive. But eventually, like, I shit myself. That's all you need to know. Goodbye, pretty much. They literally overheated. I got that shit to overheat, so it's fucked. Very sad. Little Dell Latitude. It's heavy. It's a heavy laptop, and it feels solid though. It feels way nicer than the ThinkPad. It has heft to it. It's solid. It's like underpowered as fuck. Also has integrated graphics, but it feels good. It feels nice. It's a nice feeling laptop. And eventually, oh yeah, sorry. Someone said something about Mega Man Legends. Mega Man Legends is good. My preferred, I have more of a kinship to, I grew up with PCs, so I feel more nostalgic towards early PC games, and they have like low poly but higher textures, so it's kind of a mix between like the poly count of PS1 but with the textures of PS2, if that makes sense. And that's kind of where I want to like lean towards, if I can do that. So every game I make like after this would be trying to go that style, but for now we'll go with this, because like we have a style going, and I do fuck with it. I do like the PS1. I do own a PS1. I have a PS2 fucking next to me right now. If I ever dedicate to a gaming laptop, it's gonna be one of the Asus ROG Zephyrus thing. Yeah, there's some really fucking powerful shit out there, but I don't know. I like the computer I have is like more power than I need at this point, because I don't really, believe it or not, although I like to make games, I don't actually play them that much. I'm not much of a gamer, I'll be real. I just like to create things, and I ended up just like gravitating towards games as like my medium of choice, as opposed to like other shit. Because like you could do like, I'll never get skilled enough at all the fucking facets of making a game, ever. Like I'll just never get there. So I'll always be improving. I'll never feel maxed out or even like adequate, I guess. I'll always have like 10 billion things to work on. So it's nice in that way. And because I like to just create things in the process, I like the process of creating, so it's great for that. Which I guess is something like when people solve a problem like in code, like work on a problem. Oh, huh. The stream might crash soon. Give me a second. I gotta try and like have that not. Happen. I configured something poorly. Let me check real quick. So I have things auto recording, and that maybe that the drive is getting filled up. I haven't set to go to MNT. Sure, dude. So I'm just gonna delete everything in this folder. Actually, can I like zip it? Compress. tar.gz. Sure, I don't care. Zip that shit. Good morning, hello 14. You still haven't missed one. This probably was a real, oh yeah, I mean it was probably really nice on the release day. If hard drive breaks, the reading arm can catch and keep making contact. The high-speed magnet disk gets friction, lots of it. Yeah, at this point the drive is, no, the drive is dead. The drive is totally gone. My SSD is now full. Yeah, I think I'll just, instead of like, I'll just delete all. Minutes left to delete the files. I thought I had this set to only happen when I was when I pressed record, which is why I didn't think it was an issue. Then expect me to stream so early? Yeah. Well, you know, it is what it is. Well, like with my schedule, like I'll stream when I can, you know. Wow, I had like so much just recorded that I just didn't realize. Goddamn. Sorry, I missed some stuff. I've set to ship PC most times. I wait 5 minutes for it to open a game. Hopefully my game will be quick, because it runs on the ThinkPad pretty fast, so should be okay. I need to add like occlusion colors to the NPCs and the guards at some point, but that should be relatively easy. Have you played Golden Sun on the GBA? I have not. Pixar on that is fire when you summon the FPS tanks. Yeah, sounds like that kind of just PS1 era stuff. Yeah, PS1 and PS2 era-esque stuff. I guess I'm just gonna sit here and no, it's doing stuff. Okay, cool. Oh, I had a terabyte of stuff recorded and I didn't even realize. Whatever footage is lost is lost. I'm not really that concerned about it. Whatever content could have been made from that, I wasn't gonna do it anytime soon, so I don't care that much. Because believe it or not, I actually get this. Content creation, not my favorite activity. I haven't tried Grandia, but I keep hearing it was a gem. I haven't even heard of Grandia. So I don't even know. Alright, so you guys have been looking at this fucking doo-doo pixel art. Alright. It's fucking a terabyte of recording, goddamn. Jesus Christ. I need to look through my OBS settings, because I have like source record set up somewhere to like, I guess I have it set to do it while I am just straight up just streaming, when I really need to have it set to be like when I'm recording. Otherwise, I'm gonna like fill up my drive real quick. That shit, that is not small. Like gigabytes upon gigabytes of files if you like record for like 12 hours. All right, what's next? Wisdom. What would be good for wisdom? looks like Binding of Isaac. Grandia? I should look into Grandia, I guess. Grandia. It doesn't look like Binding of Isaac at all. What are you talking about? Oh, by the way, if I miss some comments on YouTube or Twitch, though, what I see is, I guess it's the same as what you guys see. If it doesn't show up on stream, I didn't see it. That'll just happen sometimes. Oh, just depicts all the items. Oh, okay. Because I'm looking at something that looks like Final Fantasy Tactics. And then you're like, it's like Binding of Isaac, and I'm like, what? Huh? Alright. Wisdom. What would work for wisdom? Oh, you meant like this shit. Like yeah, you know what? I can't see it. Like these guys. Yeah. Yeah, no, I see what you're saying now. These icons, yeah. These ones were all made by someone else who very kindly is willing to draw icons. The X I drew, you can tell because the quality immediately lowers. And then, believe it or not, these are all also mine. Crazy, I know. You can see that there's a difference in quality. Crazy. Somebody knows how to draw, and then somebody doesn't. Alright. Any ideas? You guys have any ideas for what would be good for wisdom? A wisdom icon. I am not wise, so I do not know. I tried to combine RuneScape Binding of Isaac items for what you want. I mean, these are just icons. So, as long as they're visible and distinct, they kind of do their job. These are cursors up top. Light bulb? Nah, we're doing light bulb for intelligence, and we're gonna swap the light bulb for the brain, because the brain's gonna be memory. And then owl? Maybe. Roots and tree? I don't see the roots and tree idea. Battery acid monster. Delightful. Wisdom, is that like a thing? Is that like a known? Sure, I mean, I don't have a better idea, so. The third eye? No. I'll go with the tree idea. Tree idea works. And I can get paint mode. There, yeah. Now watch this, gang. Wow. Shit. Fucked it up. Damn, this sucks. Tree. It looks like a tree ant. No, it's just a normal tree with the roots. It's just a beautiful tree. Totally regular. Normal tree. If you squint, it's a tree. That is the BBC. that is a BBC fucking mother. No. Incorrect. You got some fucking disease going on. You can see a doctor. No. Alright, after wisdom, first we save. After wisdom, we have mystique. Now, I know what I want to do for mystique. That one's easy. You gotta do one of those, what are they called? Those masks, like that you see in the fancy people ballrooms. The masquerade parties, that shit. That we all have clearly, like, we've all been to that. We've definitely all been there. Symmetries for losers. It's clearly a mountain spewing gas. Yeah. And this is a straight line. Shh. Don't tell anybody, but it's not actually a straight line. Alright. We do a cool outline. Fuck shit. Alright, and then we do an even cooler, not, you know, not outline. Whatever the fuck you would call this. Why does this one have like Down syndrome? Oh. Yeah, that's not how it works. No. What is going on here? We're drawing icons, bruh. Why do you always draw weird? No, these are eyeballs. This is a mask. It's a Sly Cooper mask. Yeah, they're totally symmetrical. Shut up. It's fine. We gotta put on like the fancy glittery bullshit, you know, that I can't fully fit around. It's good. It's a Sly Cooper mask with some weird fancy rich person shit going on that no one quite understands. But I guess it makes them feel like special and important. Yep. Rogue element stuff. Just random shit. Just some colors. You know? Who knows what it actually means, or what the purpose of any of it is. Like, who knows what the fuck? Like, do you guys know what the fuck the appeal of a masquerade is? I don't. I don't know what the fucking appeal for that is. It's some rich people weird bullshit. I don't like beats me, dude. Yeah, that looks like a masquerade mask, roughly speaking. Give or take. You know, if you have myopia, if you have like really myopic vision, then yeah, it's like, yeah, it works. Sure, why not? It's good enough for now. Like every all of this is subject to change, except for these. These are permanent. These will never change. Game will ship with this. Everything else subject to change. But we need something that like you can look at it and be like, yeah, I know what that means probably. Icons for Rock, roguelike hentai game? No. This guy. This dude. No. No, brother. Listen, stalking is a key part of this game. You gotta choose your love interest. I love the Banshee. The Banshee's epic, okay? Now we gotta stalk her, okay? We gotta stalk the Banshee. First off, we gotta find out where they are. They're over here. So we gotta stalk the Banshee, bro. And then every once in a while, every 20 seconds or so, a little icon will appear. Tell me what stat I need to increase. Right now, it's just a happy face. That's not very helpful. I noticed the Teke Teke legend monster. Yeah, Teke Teke is in here. Teke Teke is one of them. Because as far as I'm concerned, like folklore, like Slit Mouth Woman is in here as well. Folklore and urban legends are damn near the same thing. It's just a measure of like urban legends are just like younger, really. All right, what is this bra? It's not a bra. It's a masquerade mask. No Slenderman? Slenderman is copyrighted. So instead we have Peckish Man, which I don't have an icon for. These are 2D. This isn't like an actual 3D model of them rotating. This is a 2D representation of them. I can actually show you what that looks like. It's called Sprite Sheet. Oh, I forgot Zig doesn't. I gotta fucking show you Zig. Where's Zig at? So I have to go and like render out some of them. Slender girl, no slender woman. Icky, gross, disgusting. So we have Peckish Man, which is an original character that just happens to be somewhat similar, but not really. They have a top hat, they have no jaw, they have a long ass tongue, they are emaciated, but they're still really tall and fancy, and have formal wear, but different character, different guy. You can't sue me. Not the same. He has a bowler hat. Clearly different guy. It's also why we don't have Jeff the Killer, because Jeff the Killer is in this quasi. Could be copyright, could not be. Not worth the hassle. Don't care enough. Don't want to deal with it. So I'm not gonna. I don't know, dude. That's not a bra. It doesn't even look like tassels. Shit ain't even pasties, brother. Second of all, I gotta take a dog on a walk and run to the store, going to bed. So see you around later, chaos. Stay safe out there. Be well. Sleep well. Be good. Good dog. Night parade of 100 demons sounds like such an epic event. Ogres, objects, spirits, yokai, creatures, and more. Kind of. It's kind of what's going on. On the website, there's a list of creatures that need to be added. It's not fully up to date though. I need to go through and update the website for adding more creatures and adding pages and shit. I need to make like a blog portion of the website because I can't stream as much, so I do shit offline, like off stream. That I just kind of like post about in the Discord right now, but like I should have like a part of the website that just has me like posting shit, so that everybody, like, even if they're not like on the Discord, they can see what the fuck I'm doing and what's going on and whatever weird funny shit's happening. Because there was a bug at one point where like corpses were just like raining from the sky, which was funny. But that exists like on the Discord and nowhere else. So, all right, what the fuck am I doing? What is this? Etiquette. What the fuck am I gonna do? Etiquette. Upsee whatever object creature you'll make. Define. You mean like the umbrella yokai? Like those guys? I mean, you're free to suggest shit. All this stuff that's been like, all the creatures that are like on the list are things that people have like specifically like requested be in the game. Etiquette. Maybe etiquette should be the bow tie. Casa Obake. Let me look it up. Oh, that's the umbrella one? Because I fuck with the umbrella guy. I think he's fun. But I know there's like a head with a wheel that's in like Age of Mythology retold and shit. Which is not the same thing, but similar. But there's like a lot of yokai. Or yokai, whatever the fuck it is. So if there's one you want to see that's specifically like an object creature, and you know, feel free to suggest one. Because I'm fairly impartial. Because there's a lot to add. Ugh, fuck. Oh, I've dropped 98 frames in total. Damn. Alright. Etiquette. What signifies etiquette? I don't think there is anything that would signify etiquette, really. I think bow tie actually works for that. Dude, I can't draw hands. I can't draw hands, bro. I think I'll go with bow tie. I think keep it simple. Nobody can draw hands. Well, especially not me. My hands are, that shit's backwards. And I'm not gonna fix it. Shit. Krolk tries to make symmetrical lines. Impossible. Teacup? Teacup could work. Can I ask why C#? It's a transferable skill. Frankly, I would prefer C++, but unfortunately. I like Teacup. Oh, it's too late. We're too far. We're too far gone at this point. When eventually we have to like redo these, remind me of Teacup. If I don't remember. Man, I can't make shit symmetrical to save my fucking life. God damn. Good lord. Shit's not even close. Wow. Yeah, it's good. No, it's good. This is the best. It didn't. Apparently so is typing. Something like that. I mean, you can use C++. Yeah, you can do. It is technically possible, but it's a fucking headache, and I'm like, it's not worth doing. Like, it just isn't. You know, like, yeah, it is technically possible, but like. You would use because you could use GD extension, but like realistically, the best use case for GD extension is not to write your entire game using GD extension stuff. It's to be like, oh, this specific thing that I'm trying to do is too slow in GD script and C#. So I have the ability to make a custom node that does the thing that's memory intensive or whatever in C++, and then use that along with all the other stuff. Like it's something you use with whatever, like with either GD script or C#, but not what you make your game in, because like doing so would suck ass. It's like you can't script in C++. That's why every game after this I'm not going to be using Godot. It's one of the reasons anyway. There's other reasons too, but Godot, you know, just you know, it's just there are reasons to use engines and there's reasons not to use engines, and I have encountered my personal reason to not use Godot past this game, which for me is hardware compatibility, because you can't use the older versions of OpenGL, which I think is stupid. I would like to have my game use OpenGL 2.1, and then you could run it on the Dell Latitude. However, literally not possible with Godot 4. So, like, whatever. Nah, don't use GD extension. If you want to write a full game with it, I had for my video editor to get video playback and rendering, but otherwise I would stay away from. Now GD extension, dude, like it's such a fucking pain. Like, so my options are like I either like compile from source while making my own fucking changes to the engine and just like have that be my game, or I use GD extension, and like either one sucks. So like using C++ is like technically possible. You can do it, but it's like, yeah, I could also cut my hair with fucking fingernail clippers, but why would I? Why would I not just use a different tool for that? You know what I mean? I've been kind of feeling the same about Godot. More personal reasons, as contributing to the Godot source code has become too much of a pain with being ignored 24/7. Yeah, I believe that. Like, there are reasons to use an engine and there's reasons not to use an engine. Engine, more like engine. No, when I have to, like, you know, it's interesting because I was looking into it as well. Like, oh, like I was gonna use Raylib, but then I was looking into Raylib, and they have some funky shit with that too, because they use like their own rendering backend stuff, and apparently it's easier to, from what I've seen, it's easier to use a specific version of OpenGL with SDL than Raylib. Agony Engine, when it's a really cool name. Goddamn. One day, if I ever made an engine, I would have it be like hyper focused on like hardware compatibility, because like the way that I'm just pretty skeeved out with the way that like hardware prices are going, and not being able to like, and needing to use new hardware. Like, it's why like I've like been so fucking anal about like optimizing my game enough so that it can run on a fucking laptop that you could like get off like for e-waste. Like this is an e-waste laptop, realistically speaking. Like, people would give this away. Like, it's like T440 is not a good laptop. It's pretty doo-doo ass, but my game runs on it fine. So like, yeah, you know what? Listen, you can use Vulkan. I'm not saying that like I'm not saying that you can't do whatever. My personal feelings are that maximizing hardware compatibility is important to me. Because like the stuff that I make, like you can see, like there's no realistic like reason why like the game that I'm currently making shouldn't be able to run on that old laptop. Like, there's not a whole lot going on. Like there isn't like, oh, like my game isn't complicated. I'm not making like crazy shit. It's like low poly, not a whole lot's really happening. Like I don't see a good reason to not make it work on old shit, or at least try to. You know what I mean? I've been thinking of just writing my own stuff with the GLFW. Yeah, as I've done it before with in my games, which I want to make don't use too many special features. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, I'm in like the same kind of mindset where like I'm not doing a whole lot. There's not really that much crazy shit happening. My games are relatively simple feature-wise. Like, it just feels weird to have it be limited to be like, oh, you need to use modern hardware because the engine you're using doesn't let you run in like an older like graphics API, because fuck you. OpenGL 3.3 is good for compatibility, but OpenGL 4 will with compu shaders access. Oh yeah, like 100%. Like, the thing improved as time went on, obviously, yeah. 100%. But like, I like my love for like my nostalgia for games is like early PC stuff, which, so it's partially like, on one hand I want to make like hardware compatibility really good. On the other hand, my nostalgia is for like old PC games. So why not just make games that can run on old PCs and just do that shit? You know what I mean? You feel me, bro? Damn. Light bulb. Nope. Light bulb. Shiny. I'm gonna piss somebody off with this shit. Your shit's not perfect, it's wrong. Yeah. If you could make it a game in Game Maker, then maybe. I have Game Maker, but I was kind of into Club Penguin, RuneScape, and MapleStory. Yeah, I mean, I played I played all those games actually. Thinking about it, back in like elementary. Yeah. Wait, Stream Elements still exist? I thought it was just posted. Stream Elements exists, I guess. I thought it. I mean, I haven't seen anything about it shutting down, but so I mean, I'm using it, so it's there for now, I guess. The first games I made were in Game Maker back in like elementary school. I found I got a cracked version of it. I thought, Jesus Christ. I had an idea of like making a video where I just go back and I make like the first game I can ever remember making in Game Maker in the exact kind of way that I made it back then. And just seeing what the experience of that would be like, having not used Game Maker in 12 years. My nostalgia for games is for games without trying to reach realism. Yeah, let games be in a fantasy style, lower graphics. Games should look like games and not like real life, in my honest opinion. I know, I mean, I'm with you. I think I'm of the opinion that trying to go for realism typically dates a game's art's like looks, and usually not in a good way. And it like not going for realism is typically better in the long run, just for like longevity of the art style, not looking like a total ass. So I don't see a point in going for realism, like ever. It's like, I'm sure that like you can still look at like really good AI and then be like, yeah, but it looks like it. You can see it. You can't always like point to like it being in that weird area of like not quite right, but you can still see it. And that's like really fucking close, but you can still see it. And I'm sure in like several years will pass by, those things like obviously you look at the Will Smith eating spaghetti and you're like, that's not even, that's a smeary mess. But like, we'll look at those things that are like really close and be like, no, I can see it. That's clearly, it's in that uncanny valley. It's really close to realistic, but not quite. So it's like, if you ever go for like realism, you're always just shooting yourself in the foot in the long run, I think. Western games are gonna suffer for the realism aspect, yeah. I could LARP about that all day. I love Unreal Engine and AI. I love Unreal Engine and AI. Please don't smite me down. AI gods, I love you. Do you know, you have no idea how many fucking emails I have from fucking Tripo 3D, the AI like model maker fucking thing, being like, do you want to sponsor? No, I don't. Have you seen the models I make? They're like 100 polygons. There's no universe where you could make the models I'm making. Like you would like, your models would be worse than mine, guaranteed. They'd have more polygons and like not be in the correct style. So no, I have literally no use for you at all. And it's not even like the models I'm making are that good or complicated. And I guarantee you, I haven't used it, but I guarantee you it would like be worse. Like it wouldn't work, straight up. It just wouldn't. I haven't used AI yet for developing, and my knowledge I have of AI is from like the very beginning of AI. Has a very, like, I use it in a very limited way to the like, and it's such in a limited generic way that like people have been like, oh, you should use like this thing, and I'm like, no, I have no, it doesn't matter what AI LLM I use. It literally doesn't matter, because like the most that I use AI is I'm like, hey, I want to do this feature. What are some examples of architecture to get this done? because I haven't read anything about architecture. It's like my weakest point. And so like having like some baseline of like, oh yeah, I can see how you might want to do it and set it up in this way. Okay, yeah, sure. And then I can like have a baseline from which to spring off of and go like, oh yeah, sure. Just because I don't have like a repertoire built up of that kind of stuff, and like searching for it is like actually anal. Dakota writes is like not good. Pretty shit. And that's it. That's all I use it for. So it literally doesn't fucking matter like what I use. It's such a limited it's so limited use for me, and I don't use it that much. So like I don't know. I could like if AI like stopped existing tomorrow, I'd be like, okay, damn. Well, I guess I'll Google it or think about it a bit harder. And that would be the end of it. It wouldn't matter that much. Yeah, just having dialogue from it, useful for generating. Generating is still scuffed, yeah. It's not good at it. Using it as a tool, sure. Using it to replace actual thinking, actual work, hard pass, 100%. And I absolutely fucking hate, I do not support this at all. Using AI to do any creative work, I think is fucking nasty. Gross. Not a fan. Like, it's corpo shit. To use it for like I would rather have my shitty mask than have AI draw something for me. Like, I'm aware it's not good. I don't care. It doesn't matter. What am I drawing right now? Speaking of, oh, creativity. All right. So speaking of, this would be a palette. Really easy. Palette. If I remember correctly, a palette has like kind of like a almost like chat bubble kind of shape to it. And a little thumb ring. If I remember correctly, that's like what that shit looks like. That's just dumb, taking the fun away from game dev. No, not even like game dev, just like in general. Like people are like, oh, I'll use like, some people use Claude AI to compile flow. Yeah, it's so fucking weird to me. I don't understand it. Cause like, from my perspective, I like to create things. That's why like I'm doing any of this, is I enjoy creating as like a thing to do. And like having AI do that for you literally like makes no sense. Like if you want to create stuff, then using it for that purpose literally like doesn't make any sense at all. If you like to create, then like it doesn't work after, like it doesn't make sense. Oh, this is not round enough. But I guess like if you see art and like the creative process, like you only are looking for like at like the end product, and you're like, oh, the point of creation is the end product, which is not the point of creation. That's the only mindset I can think of that where like you would be like, oh, it'd be useful for like the I love PS1 graphics, by the way. That's the aesthetic I'm going for in my game in full 3D. It's not bad. I think it's a bit overdone in general. But it is pretty solid. My issue with like a lot of the retro style games is that there's no performance benefits a lot of the time, and it just kind of irritates me in like an autistic kind of way where I'm like, what? Why? Again, I saw that shader that like there's a shader I saw on like Godot shaders or whatever, right? The website that just like has a bunch of the shaders on there, and all that I did was it like took a model, like a 3D model that you have, and then it limited it to being facing in 8 directions, and I'm like, why the fuck have that? Oh, the style of like early PC games with literally 0 performance benefit. Awesome. Why not just render the models in 8 directions? You could just do that. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. These are so similar. I would fuse these colors together. You know what I mean? Programming is one of the best puzzles you can ever do. It's fun. I enjoy coding. So like having like AI do it for me, like, does it make a shit ton of sense? Which is why I use it for like architecture stuff, or like an example of how you might set like a list of functions. Sometimes, if I'm like, huh, what? And then it like will list functions, and then like, oh, your function would do this, and I'd be like, oh, yeah, of course. And then you write it like, and then you go and you make the thing. I don't know. I don't get the point of it too much. But I'm also like one of the people that doesn't really get the whole point of social media exactly. All of it seems kind of like, there's just stuff that I don't think I'll ever understand. And I'll just live with that. Yeah, PSX graphics have been everywhere since mouthwashing. Well, more popular since then, but is also did it, if I recall. It's been there for sure. Imagine if Croak added a 2-pixel black outline, like then it would be consistent, and that would be gross. Beautiful. Look at this beautiful art right here. Quality shit. Listen, AI could never do this. Only a human could make this shit. AI may be able to generate spaghetti. It could never generate fucked up arm. Quite like I can. Alright, what's next? Humor. That's easy. Watch this, gamers. Human art superior, yes. Human is a laugh emoji. Yeah. Why overcomplicate things? At least you have somewhat normal fingers sometimes. Not all the time. I'm really putting in like my best effort. I'm totally like really trying. Definitely. Oh. Never mind about that one. Hell yeah. Welcome back to Skype, everybody. Oh, looks like a clown. Never mind. Good enough. Fuck it. We can, officially I've reached the, I've reached the point of like, oh, I'm tired of this. This one is rhythm. So I'm gonna do a music note. Real complicated shit. Alright, my music note needs a bit of shit. It needs a bit of work. It needs to be a bit more bulbous. Something like that. Yeah, that's music note, sure. Yeah, I had high hopes for it when it started becoming a thing, but more in being an assistant so many years later, and we're still not there. Yeah, I'm tired of this crap. Talk about the devil. The AI ads popped up on YouTube. You know what's funny is I have the ads on YouTube set to be really low. I had it set to high, but then I was like, I don't have enough viewers who give a shit to be sitting through all that. And I don't make. I'm like the ads that you get from streaming. The revenue is like literally like $1. So, is your game going to be 3D or 2D? These are just icons, right? Oh, you haven't seen it. I can just show you what the game is right now. It's 3D. These are icons specifically. They're for this. So. Stalking is a part of the game, or like is supposed to be a nice big part of the game. So you choose your the monster character, depending from folklore or urban legends or sometimes real life, and you choose the one that you want to have as your the person you're into, and you love them, and you gotta stalk them to figure out what characteristics, what stats. I chose the whole drawer, right? I already forgot. I was not paying attention to what I was doing. And how that works is you have to follow behind them, and they can't be in front of you. Like they can't see you, right? So you gotta be close enough, and they can't see you. And then they'll let out a little icon every 20 seconds, and that corresponds with a stat. And it'll be like you need to raise or lower whatever stat. So the way that you raise and lower the stats is by playing a mini game. Where's Godot at? Oh, there it is. So you play a mini game, and so part of the game is stalking. So the game essentially, the game loop is like. You have to kill somebody in a certain amount of time. You gotta stalk your love interest to kind of figure out what they're interested in, what they want your stats to be. The stats don't actually do anything, they're literally a number, and you're just kind of like, think like Tokimeki Memorial kind of stats, not like RPG kind of stats. So like, you're making your character have the right attributes to make your love interest be like, oh, I like how clean you are, and you're nice and muscular, and you're smart, and you're funny, and you have good wit, and your style is awesome. Very cool. I like those. I like that you have these qualities. Very epic. And if you don't have them, you're like, oh, you're smelly. You smell like shit. Don't talk to me. Right? So that kind of stat, not like RPG strength stat. Now you stab better. Not the same kind of thing. So right now, mini game, you get to pick what category the mini game is. This will affect your stats in different ways. The way that it works is I have a JSON file that has the stat modifiers. So biological research, positive influence on intelligence, mystique, negative influence on charm, style, etiquette, and it goes like that for each of the categories. Because I don't have a mini game for each of the categories yet, I have it set so that you just pick the category, and it will do the same mini game, and it'll affect all of these. So while I'm still making all of the things, you can actually like play the game properly and affect the stats in the right way, even if all the mini games aren't there yet. So technically, the mini game that's in here is for muscle training, and it's just an infinite runner, and you have a score in the top right or top left. And then it starts off as negative, so that way you can, flip the modifiers. So if you're like, oh, I really need this, and I have like 1 hour left in the day or whatever the fuck, then you can like, play that mini game and then flip the stats in that kind of way. And there's a bit more player choice in that way. And then you die, right? You lose, and in this case, it'll affect your stats in this kind of way, and it shows you intelligence went down, muscle went up, wisdom, mystique, etiquette all went down, money went down, confidence went up, congregation, you done it, cool, move on. You go to town. These are guards, technically they'll play a role, but they're just there for now. They move, give them like 10 seconds, and they'll start doing their thing. And they have a purpose, for like, what's the word for it? Game over states and such. Obviously, they're not perfect. So. I might want to have them rebuilding their path, because that's an issue of them not rebuilding their path. I might want to I should see how performance heavy it is to rebuild their path every few updates. Because the way that the NPCs work is they don't all update all at once. They actually update in batches of 10 currently. I plan on making that a setting that you can tweak, so that way if you're on like an older PC that's like CPU limited in a very heavy way, got good graphics but your CPU's doo-doo ass, having them update fewer, so like only having like one NPC update every frame, as opposed to it goes in, right now it goes in batches of 10, so every frame only 10 NPCs update, but it runs at 60 FPS, so you know you kind of can't tell, but it's like easier on the CPU. Anyway, so that's the point of the fucking, that's the stats explained. So the icons we're making are for each of those different stat categories, so that you stock them and you can figure out what they're looking for, and then so like it makes it so stalking is a necessary part of the game, and that's kind of what we're doing. These top ones are cursors. The second row is for these icons. Does look interesting, but a bit difficult to understand the gameplay. I'm also just not explaining it very well. For me, it's midnight right now, so I'm sure that like it could be explained better, and perhaps would be like, I assume it's one of those things where it's like, oh, like once you kind of like, there's like a few systems working together, and once you kind of just like understand it, you're like, oh yeah, there's like 3 different things happening. Essentially, it's kind of a balancing act of a game, more or less, because you have to balance getting the right stats, talking to your love interest, because eventually you'll have to like talk to them, have a dialogue, and like build a rapport, and like not fuck that up to make them so they don't hate you. And then dispatch a target but not get caught, and then so you're just kind of like balancing these things more or less. It's a juggling game. The other ideas I have for mini games, technically the first minigame I made was a fishy minigame. Technically it's a real shit fishy minigame, but it's technically the first one. But for math, I plan on having the game NIM, N-I-M, just because it's a fun like computer science thing, and is technically a mathematically solved game. Like it's you can do a formula and figure out the mathematically correct move, which means that making difficulty levels for it is really easy, because all you have to do is calculate the mathematically correct move and then have a percentage of how often you actually make that choice, as opposed to something random. Maybe the rival has their own stats, and to kill them you have to have certain stats. Maybe. The way I handle scope creep is I don't think about questions like that until like I have like anything that like my scope is like pretty limited, and that's how I just don't even think about it. Maybe it's a question for the future. I could not answer that. right now. And that is how I deal with scope creep. Is I have like a list of things I need to do in my ad, and anything that goes outside of that, I'm like, maybe. I am currently consuming my ads without touching the skip button. I also hope you're having a wonderful day, man. I am. It's not bad. It's been a day. Honestly, the only reason I'm streaming right now is because my job did rescheduling. So I looked at the schedule and they're like, no work today, technically today, because it just crossed over midnight. And I was like, oh, sweet. I can stream them. Yes, sports betting, a thing I do. Yes. I also like sport ball. But yeah, no, in general, the game is like, I guess if you fused Hitman and Tokimeki Memorial and Dark, what's a word for it? Dark Gaslamp Fantasy. If you fuse those three things, that's the game. Essentially. It's a bit of like, it's just like balancing. And I'm throwing in like random mini games here and there. So I want Nim for like math. That one's good. I want to have a reference to Hong Kong 97. I need to see if I can like find someone very cheap on Fiverr to make a Hong Kong 97-ish type song track and then do that. How we doing? We are doing. Ironically, interestingly, I think this stream has gotten like a fair amount of views on YouTube. So I guess I really just need to start streaming at like the worst time ever. I guess streaming really early is actually good. I guess people in the Western audiences do not care about what I'm doing right now. But boy howdy, people awake at this hour. They're more interested, they're more intrigued. What do you know? What am I doing? I'm making an icon. What icon am I making? Wit. Oh, yeah. I'm on the west, I just live at night. Fair. Fair. True. Oh, shit. I love my moon, man. I'm on the east. You're in Europe, I think. So you say east, and I think eastern US, but I know that's not true. Eastern Europe, yeah. I'm in the United States. Hamburger country. Yeah, wit I wanted to just be, wit's easy because wit I'll just have a text bubble drawn really well. The best oval you ever did see. Shit. Sure, good enough. Fuck it. I want to piss so many people off with how not correct like half of these are. But that's okay. It is what it is. Alright, that's wit. Oh, did I? Oh, I have this shit. Damn. Money. That's tough. That's a tough one. How will I ever draw money? Shit. Fuck. That's money. If Indicopia taught me anything, handmade design is always a welcome design choice. I am make money man. Fuck. No. No. My dollar was dipped in oil. It's my oily dollar. It's fine. It's good. It's very there's a very certain style to it. She looks like Windows 98. It's a Windows 98-esque shit. It's totally what I'm going for. It's a design decision. You just don't get it. You just don't understand it. And that's okay. It's not bad art, it's just shitty Windows 95 style shit. That's how it is. Oh, dude, I thought stream was gonna go for a while, but even my monster energy is not saving me in this time of need. So we'll see how long it goes, because I can feel my brain leaching out of my ears. Alright, the last one. We're on our last icon. And it's confidence. Mirror? Could be. I'll go with it. I will go with mirror. Because, like, everything here is subject to change. We end up changing it. We end up changing it. It is what it is. God damn. Alright, the hand mirror's a bit fucked. So 18 is the smallest I can go. And still have it be symmetrical, very fun. Balloon. No. No. Oh. I'm getting messages. From who? For what? Well, my stream got copyright now. Cool, I guess. Magnifying glass. No, it's a mirror. It's a hand mirror. No, I was making a joke because that I got sent a message that played music. Here you go. It's a hand. It's a well, actually. I love zero visual consistency in my icons. That's how you know it's good. And some things have an outline and some things don't. That's a sign of quality. Alright, we have our icons in order. It is intelligence, muscles, style, charm, kindness, wisdom, mystique, etiquette, memory, creativity, humor, rhythm, wit, money, and confidence. I'm sorry, but you missed a dark purple spot at the top of the mirror. Got you. Got you, bro. You're gonna, if that bothers you, you're gonna love the up arrow. They're perfect. There's nothing wrong with these arrows. What is in my hand? I thought this song was No More Horses. Huh? You know, these are two straight lines. Geometrically perfect. Straight line. Very straight. Buffalo Bill. I've not seen. I'm not a knower. I don't know. Whoa. Alright. We have drawn our things. This took 3.5 hours. This is what this is what we did in 3.5 hours. I'm really good at what I do. Peacock, yeah, these are... Outline is needed. We have one. Outline's right there. Yes. The arrows are perfect. They couldn't be better. The arrows are fantastic. Whew. They're good. They're great. I hadn't thought about it like that. Yeah. Like, what you don't understand is that this arrow is a red copy of this one, but down. There's no other differences. And if you see any other differences, you don't. You're mistaken. You're wrong. This is a perfectly straight line. These are straight. It's a straight arrow, just like this one. You know, up, down. Zero other differences exist. And also, they're fantastic. I truly believed I would be less tired than I actually am. Which is, damn, I had so much shit. Damn, I had like literally like a whole terabyte of recorded footage that I was just sitting there that I didn't even realize I had. I think the tree is my favorite. I think my favorite is the rose, I think. I think the rose is the most solid. I think it came out the best. It started off like the worst. Unlike the bow tie. The bow tie is peak. This is the best bow tie you've ever seen. Disregard the fact that there's no like a lumpy bit in the middle and it doesn't look like a bow tie. If you disregard the fact that it doesn't look like a bow tie at all, it's the best bow tie you've ever seen. And this isn't, like, these aren't gumdrops. These aren't marbles. This is paint. Yeah, dude, like, these are perfect. These are fantastic. God damn. Sleep is bullshit, and it pisses me off. I think what I have to do is take a nap at this point, and then stream at like the normal time tomorrow. I mean, you literally just need a black oval with the gray in the middle, and then the bow tie is done. No. What are you talking about? It's perfect. It's good. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I will stream again tomorrow. Like, even if I wake up late, I will stream again. I guess today technically. The bow tie was a barrette. Here, look. Perfect. Streamer time at the same time. Yeah, well, yeah, technically today, but like not at the same time. I don't know if I'll be able to stream on Saturday because we're like doing a garage sale, and my mom has asked me to like help out with that. particularly in the way of like standing there and making sure that people don't steal shit. So, I don't know if I'll be able, if I do stream on Saturday, it will be actually like around this time I would start streaming. Because I won't be able to do it, I think, at the regular time. So I would have to do it very early. So I don't know. Regardless though, I gotta sleep. I gotta take a nap at least. I'll probably conk out for like 5-6 hours, which will give me enough time to like wake up and then stream at the regular 9 o'clock. I think that's the plan. Yeah. Which means when I wake up, we have two things. There are two things I wanna do tomorrow. One, hook these up to the thing so that it like chooses. So we gotta make a thing that chooses one of these icons, which means that I need to make a shader that just cuts up the UVs into 32 by 32 chunks, and then you choose an indice. Such that like you can be like, oh, I want the icon at 1 1, which would be the up arrow, or I want the icon at 1 2. Would it be 1 2 or whatever the fuck corresponds to whatever one I want. 0 0 X and Y. Yeah. So 0 0 1 0 2 0 3 0. So this would be 0 1 2 2 2 1 would be this guy. 1 1 is this guy. 2 1 is this guy. 3 1 4 1 5 1, etc. That's how that would work. And then secondly, we need to figure out Secondly, we need to figure out the memory leak issue, or at least start solving that problem, because that is that's a real problem right there. Not a fan of that. Wow, my brain is fucked. I can't think properly at all. Looks crazy though. Boosh. Like 200 immediately. Just orphaned nodes straight up. Right off the rip. It's fucked up. It's a messed up situation we got there. On the bright side, Godot has it's a lot of nodes. It's not. That I'll show you actually. We actually we're quite well optimized. Besides, like, if we bar the memory leak, we're actually very well optimized in what we have going on. At least in like terms of like the rendering side of things. Because let's go here, right? Our draw calls are 58. There are 58 total draw calls in what we're looking at. Now 57. 57 total draw calls. 68 total objects drawn. So there's not everything gets one draw call. Some things are being drawn in two. Oh well. and 26,000 primitives, which is insanely tiny. So these are real tiny. Right now, the total amount of nodes we have, half of them are like not here, and like they keep growing, which is like really odd. And we'll have a fun time trying to figure that shit out. But realistically, like the amount of nodes we have isn't crazy. Like 600 nodes is not that wild, considering like, first off, we have stuff that we're not using. Because we have sound stuff that we just aren't using. Our UI consists of like several things. The UI alone is this, which is like however many nodes that is. Oh, plus more. I lied. That's just the UI. That's just, you know, this thing, the spinning dude, that bit. But that's just like how that shit ends up being. The town is where shit gets wacky, because these are like the gravestones. So like you have your static, so like one object is like static body, the interactable component has its own thing, it has its courier, and each of them has all this shit, right? The player controller has its own like set of shit happening. Each of the that's the level. Each of the characters have like their civilian component, their interlocutor component, which has their own thing, and then it has the banshee and the actual like mesh, and then you have that repeated like 20 times, and then you have the guard, which have like their A-star, their civilian component has their shit and their nearby object, and they have all their stuff. So most of the nodes are just the characters, really. Like this 90% of it. And see, hopefully it's as simple as stopping the leak at the end of some easily. Oh, finding them shouldn't be that bad. There is actually a function that like lists the orphan node. Like you can call it and it'll give you the orphan nodes, like where they're, like what script they're from, like what type they are. And then we just, because we have like all of our types are like from like our own classes, we should be able to go to that class and be like, okay, figure out what it is. I imagine what they are is, dude, I hate nose hairs. They suck. But what's good, okay? So Pigeon, for the record, this game, bar the memory leak, is optimized enough to run on this old ass ThinkPad. This is my shitputer test bench. This is a ThinkPad T440S, is what it says. I've heard it just listed as T440, but there is an S on there, so I don't know. I don't know if that matters or whatever. It may just be like the slim version. But that computer blows ass. That computer has 8 gigabytes of DDR3. It has integrated graphics, and it has 2 cores, so 4 possible CPU threads. Runs at a perfect 60. Runs totally fine. And that is on Windows 10. So it's on like it's not even like on Void Linux or any kind of Linux that would actually like do its hardware justice. It is on Windows 10, which is like kind of pushing its own hardware at that point. Runs flawlessly. Runs fine. So, in terms of optimization, me being autistic about it has paid off. It runs on the shitty computer. Runs totally fine on the shit computer. It's not bad. The draw call, like, it's very much like GPU limited. And we're doing pretty well on that, so it'll be useful for that. And there was like one of the, like, it actually was struggling to start with, but it's because I had a full screen, like that dither effect. Oh, goddamn. had that dither effect that would like ebb and flow. So it like the undulating dither. It did not like that at all. It struggled with that. I didn't know that was an issue until I ran it on the shitty computer, which is the reason it exists. Now I imagine a lot of the orphan nodes are gonna be related to the A-star pathing, because they're kind of the way that it's going. I would imagine that's what's happening. Or it has something to do with the NPCs. In fact, if we get rid of, like, that shouldn't be a thing that happens. We can test that real quick. If we go into Z and we do our global, because the reason we have guards spawning at all is because I have this here set to 20. So I'm interested to see what changes. Because then we have like some direction before we do anything tomorrow. And you'll see that they're, you know, they're gone. That's a lot less. And that's 99. So, and we're not going up rapidly. So it's looking like A-star is like the real culprit here. Which means that we should see it increase again when this changes. No. Interesting. Okay, so there's an issue with the guards, clearly. A lot of, like, big issue with, oh hey, it's our target. Without the dithering, you can really fucking see that the vertex snapping as her fucking head freaks the fuck out. Alive? No, I definitely just fucking killed her. Alright. Oh, that's weird. Let me get some more orphan nodes. Yeah, okay, well, we'll see, I wonder if that has to do with... I don't know. My brain is fucked. But that's interesting. The guards really added a shit ton to that. And they were adding more as time went on. So that's like in the guard free state. So weird. And our objects are just increasing. By quite a bit. Oh, and then we increase some. Huh. Weird. I don't know. We'll have a fun time figuring that shit out tomorrow. I gotta take a nap or something. Alright, I'll see you guys in a few hours. Hopefully I will actually be awake and on time. I do have poison here to assist with that. Got the one with the cap on it for a reason. This shit, as much as I hate Monster Energy, it is effective. Alright. I will catch you guys later. I don't have a good outro. I never have a good outro for these. One day I'll have a good outro. But you can consider this stream the stream that should have happened on Thursday. It is now Friday. Friday stream will happen normal Friday time. Okay. Peace. Oh, Pigeon. Remind me, we need to make your gravestone if you're here tomorrow. Alright, now I'm going. Okay. Peace.